Hello, folks, and welcome back to World Warcraft Legion. Let us get on with it, shall we? Sincerely hope you're enjoying this series so far, because believe me, if you've made it this long, I hope you are. I hope you are enjoying it. That, or you're probably, locked up in Git mode, being forced to watch it. One or the other. So, I didn't really say much in the last episode, but it's been snowing here. A fair bit. More than last time I recorded. I think it recorded yesterday. The day before, there was a bit of snow. Not much. There was a little bit. Today, it's up to my knees. I actually fell in it earlier. I was overestimating my ability to walk in it. I was trying to move a bit faster than I should have. I ended up falling forwards onto my knees. The snow went out a fair bit on my thighs, and I was on my hands in the snow. When I got up, you could actually see the creases of my pants in the snow, imprinted. I think it was actually the crotch part of my pants, actually. But yeah, awkward. But yeah, never get this much snow. It's actually shut down basically where I'm living. Some people are going out. One guy went out on a fucking motorbike. I was waiting for him to just slap off the ground, because it's deep snow, motorbike doesn't sound like a mix. Certainly, just from the horror stories I've been hearing, being on a motorbike doesn't mix in general with, life. But, I've heard stories of guy got hit by a car, head came off, this shit, But, don't really hear many positive stories of it, just mainly spectacular mutilation. I was actually speaking of mutilation, whatever way I looked, that ended up looking like blood there, because it's just like a darker reddish colour. Same with there. But anyway, some people have been out and about, but it's pretty much the place is just shut down. Stores are closed. Shop down the road was closed at 4 yesterday, 4 in the afternoon, because of the snow. The garage, I hiked all the way down to the store at 1. It was open, but they were out of coal. I hiked all the way up to the garage, in the other direction. I was gone for at least 3/4 of an hour, in total. After going up to the garage, I walked all the way back down to the first shop to make sure, to ask inside that they didn't have any coal, because they just looked outside and they didn't have any. I was thinking on the way back, maybe they had some in the back, It's just the garage up the road was shut down, garage a bit beyond the shop was shut down. Just the general region around us was just dead, bar for a few people going out. Kind of lost my train of thought there and kind of just nattered on about the example more so than the point of, the example being how much I went around walking, then the point being that just the place is, just the bit of snow we got just shut the place down. This is probably not a fraction of what, a place like Alaska has or what have you, but we don't get snow much. Actually, I did talk about snow in the last set, didn't I? I did, didn't I? But, we don't get snow much at all. We get, the last time we've had this much snow has been, 8-9 years ago, and even then, this is a lot more. What was he running? Doesn't he normally just stroll around? But anyway, yeah, just the whole region's just shut down. The whole area here is shut down. I'm not sure how bad it is in town or around the rest of the county, but where I am, it's just dead, And when I went out yesterday, it was not nearly as bad as today, so everywhere's shut down even harder, if that was possible. But yeah, sorry for the tangent. Christ, my computer's lagging, and I've closed everything. The reason I'm kind of rabbiting on is I realized, I'm rabbiting on, and so my mind is after it's like an engine that won't stop, it won't start. It just keeps thinking this is the point I was making, this is the point I was making, as if I hadn't made it. Basically, the area shut down. Like, the store closed at 4 the other day. The other garage might have been just open in the morning and that was it. I don't know how the other places were, like when they open, when they close, but I doubt anywhere has been opened at all today. And tomorrow, it doesn't look like it's going to change. Apparently the alert has been extended till tomorrow as well. It originally was starting at 6 p.m. to 6, no, 4 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then that got extended to midday. Then it's been extended to tomorrow. So it's just, yeah. It looks like the place is just going to stay kind of just... Ooh, wait.
Greetings.
Just kind of looks like the place is just going to stay shut down, you know?
Farewell.
For a couple more days. Should have actually checked what kind of book we, you know, was the seal in. Because it looked different, you know? Also, I should actually have a look at these NPCs. Because just because they aren't jumping out at me doesn't mean that they aren't important. Like, this guy doesn't jump out, and yet he sells shit. I'm not really sure what his thing does, so I'm not really gonna look at it. Actually, does he highlight? No, he doesn't. These people over here highlight, but he doesn't. But yeah, I think I made my point there. Basically, we don't get as much snow as like somewhere like Alaska and whatnot, but the whole place just shuts down. Like I said, today it's up to my knees. Yesterday, my ankles maybe, but the place was still shut the fuck down. Yeah. Brother Wilhelm. Crusade Commander Antari. Didn't we see him before? Probably in Northrend, but during a quest. And Sunwalker Otomo. Huh.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Anaria Sholam.
Falstaff. I think I've seen him before, but maybe I just saw him here and that's what I'm thinking of. There's Vindicator Baton, Champion Sister Dawnrose, Champion Bashi, Defender so-and-so, Ursi, Bandur Ironhammer. Just curious if there's any other significant NPCs around here. I probably should talk to these. Well, this guy. No. Maybe I should pop into the Proving Ground and, you know, just do that. Thank you. Oh, Katrine the Pure. Oh, the other guy's not lingering there anymore. Maybe if I get closer, it'll phase right. Nope. Just curious if there's any other significant NPCs anywhere here. Arthur the Faithful, Divine Prayer, Praying to the Light. At the former High Lords thing. Arthur the Faithful. Yeah, now I'm just thinking of King Arthur. Why aren't they a check? Huh, weird. Oh, there's another guard there. Is there anyone significant here? Doesn't look it to be. Alright.
What's on your...
And this guy can, could do it? He doesn't have an option here, though. I'm not really sure what's his point anymore, you know? But regardless, I'm still thrown off because of the point I was making a bit ago. That, you know, about the snow and whatnot. Just like, did I actually make it? Was I even coherent? Feck if I know. Silverhand Crusader Recruiter. Ooh, you can get the... There's the officer, Commander Bourne over there for the Knights. Or these guys, the Templar. But this guy's for the Crusaders. Then this guy's for the Grand Crusade Order, the Silverhand Orders. Let's actually have a look at that research, because I think there's a bit I could switch out.
What can I do for you?
That allows me to have one extra champion. Well, this will give me Crusaders. It's gonna be weird not having anything like this going into the new expansion. As far as I know, we're not getting anything like it. Like, you know, the Order Hall or the Garrison. I'm not really sure if I want to switch on now. Some stuff seems tempting, but still curious if there's anyone else here that's of note. Like, you know, the other guy didn't really jump out to me, and he had some important stuff. Maybe there's someone else here. Seemingly not. Probably thinking I could switch to this, because that would be nice. Instead of being able to get more gear, I could get this. But I think you know, the gear actually might be a fine thing to get. You know what? I'm thinking before the next expansion I could sell it and make a little bit of cash. So we'll keep doing that. Potion of Triton. 50 gold. Not bad. I could actually probably upgrade one of the things my guy already has with that. An island of war. Your champions return weary and wounded. Their bare banner which, when placed in your hands, gives you a sense of foreboding, but also a surge of battle lust. They report to you of an island named Ashran, where heroes are constantly waging a war. Tides push back and forth, each side's feinting and trusting, always trying to gain the upper hand. Ashran needs your help. Will you heed the call? Well, maybe I will do it. Well, like I said, I want to go do the PvP thing. Get the PvP stuff, so may as well go work on it. There's also something I looked up, and I just stumbled onto it. There was something I missed at Zul'jin's funeral. If you could pop it back to that, the video of my Dalaran playthrough, my Demon Hunter. If you pop back to there, you'll find well, sorry, you won't find it, but like, you know, let me start that again. Remember back when I saw Zul'jin's funeral as Dalaran? If I had moved around a bit more and like behind one of the you know, in the barrens there's like random bits of rock jutting up out of the ground. If I moved around a bit and looked behind one, I wouldn't be surprised if you could see the guy in the video and I just didn't notice him. But that's, I think, what I was getting at. But basically behind one of the rock juts in Varens, there was an NPC there. A hunter. A human alliance hunter. He was actually from one of the lore books. Zul'jin, Shadow of the Horde. Apparently the author created this guy because he felt the book was too horde focused, too horde centric. So this guy was brought to like this Pandaren monastery along with Zul'jin because both were injured. The guy had been his patrol had been attacked and decimated by the Shah. Only he was the survivor. Like I said, he was a hunter. It was a hunter patrol. All the pets were killed. This guy was the only survivor. and Zul'jin had been similarly injured and was getting patched up. They apparently did actually start fighting, but eventually a sense of camaraderie actually spawned between the two of them, and they fought side by side. Zul'jin saved his life, and I think he saved Zul'jin's life. There's enough of a sense of camaraderie formed that despite the fact they were on opposite sides in the war, they swore that if the other one was ever struck down, they would seek vengeance. It was a pact they formed. You can actually find this guy outside of Zul'jin's funeral at the Hunter's Lodge. He's part of the unseen path. They were apparently what spurred them on to become a hunter, and now that they're reformed, he's part of them. He doesn't really do much, it seems. Like, he just says a little bit and that's it. He's just at the lodge. But yeah, that's something I missed out when I was there as Calderin. I didn't really anticipate something like that. If I had, I would have gone looking for him. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to see that cutscene again and that little bit when I get my characters up there. I'm not entirely sure, is that just phasing? Well, sorry, was that just for the pre-patch? Or will I be able to see that outside of the pre-patch? Probably not. Probably not, but I live in hope. Basically, I feel like I wasn't coherent there. Basically, there was an NPC at the funeral. He was from one of the war books, and you can only see him otherwise at the Hunter's Class Order Hall. He doesn't really do much, but it's a bit of lore and a bit of flavour that I did miss out on. It's like the necklace that you can find during the during the Broken Shore pre-patch event. Bit of flavour that I missed out on first time through. I actually do have those videos of my first time through to show you, but the my audio is messed up on them. I will release them all the same, so you can see what I did and what I got up to. You'll just have to. Actually, I'm thinking you could just boost your audio, but the in-game sound is at normal volume. My mic is standing up though, so you can't just boost the audio. It's a bit of a mess, really. But anyway, I'll release them all the same so you can see it. But yeah, that's just what I want to say. I stumbled onto it and just wanted to tell you because I didn't know that in the slightest. So, Shadow of the Horde. Zul'jin's Shadow of the Horde. I think that's what it's called. Look it up if you're interested. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Bonus? No. Wasn't quite likely. Or it wasn't that likely. No, I can't. This has already given me 50 gold, and I'm not trading that out. These two are giving me order hole resources, so I'm holding on to those. Oh, whoops. So bags. Organic awareness of the war is growing too quickly. Above ground units possibly infected. See plans for next gen Blingtron remote to call on veteran units that can assess and destroy. Huh. That's interesting. So what we're going to do here is, let's grab this.
Can hide from the light.
Actually, do I have any more of the other guys? I don't seem to. And I'm not sure in the slightest if they would even help. No, well, he wouldn't. I'm not sure about the other one. Sure, have fun.
Light guides my soul.
Tarek the Selector is capturing Corcrow Wranglers in the Petrified Forest, put an end to him. But we're not fighting him, we're fighting Vargath, the Betrayed. Weird. Doesn't make any sense. An enraged Pale Lord is taking a battalion of demons to retake the Annihilation Pits, set a trap and to welcome them home. Finally, we're actually fighting a Pit Lord. Before, we just kept fighting Erdar.
I will do what is asked of me.
It is always darkest, just before the dawn.
There we go. Got a good few missions out. Let's head back to Dal. I'm gonna go get my stuff repaired because my gear is pretty battered, and I'm exalted with people in Dal. The guy in the order hall isn't in fact aligned with anyone. I'm not sure if he just has an inherent reduction because I'm the High Lord or not, but I'll go with what I know. Sorry, I'm just paranoid about the mic right now. It's down. Okay. Sorry. Paranoia. It's like the OCD is just like making me want to fall into habits, you know, to check it, but I can't really do... I do that enough as it is during my recordings. I can't be developing more. It's a really hard thing to work on, because it's just like, you start catastrophizing. What if it's not done right? What if it's... bad things are going to happen? And it spins and spins, and it's just fucking annoying. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I found it funny. When I was back in school, I went to 2 secondary schools. I moved to because of bullying teachers and students. When I was at the other one, they had a after-school study thing where you there was this big room. It was like the biggest room room in the school, and they opened up another one to be part of it. It was like on the same floor. It was on the same floor. It had these big doors that could open. So it just functioned as one big room with a small partition of the walls that you couldn't move. Like there's normal proper walls with doors that you would just open. And I would be up there, but due to my OCD, it was really, really hard to focus with people making noise and, you know, just existing. So I was sat down in the small room, just in, like you come in the front, like, say if you just came in the front door of the school, to your left, just over here, was the classroom. I'd stay in there and do my work. A few other people might be in there. But one girl was anyway talking. Ooh, what's this? Archmage's prismatic disc. Well, that looks cool. But this girl anyway starts talking to me and asking me why I was there, and I was explaining about the OCD. And she's like, "Oh, I wish I had OCD. I'll be so tidy." And I'm just like looking into my bag for some notes, and I'm just like, and it's just like in the notes are like just like I didn't bother putting them in folders. I had folders for a while, and like I would just start, like I wouldn't have the patience or the time or whatever to properly handle the pages, so I was just like shoving the pages into my bag, and there'll be just like a wad in there. And years later I realized, shit, I think she was actually trying to flirt with me. It's possible. It just, something about it just came off as like, shit, I think that's what she was trying to do. But it just didn't come off to me like that. It was just like I was taking it as an honest statement. So it's just like, yeah, I just find it funny. Because it took me a couple years to fucking realize it. Just like, you know, if you're going to flirt with someone, it's better just to be out and open with it. I know how hard it is. I've tried to ask a girl out before. It didn't exactly go well. But, you know, it's better to just ask them out clearly, because otherwise, depending on how savvy they are, they might even realize you're flirting. Desmond Gravesorrow. What a name. And now there's this guy over here. I'll be getting on with shit in a mo. I'm just touring around right now. There's this guy over here. With Margos's apprentice. It's an arcane elemental who knows lightning shield.
What can I do?
Strange. So you got an arcane lure. You got Murloc Bobber, a pup, a rubber ducky, a water mount, a crate of bobbers, Trashy, and a crate of Murloc heads. Well, a crate of squeaky ducks and crate of the other thing. Can't fly an Argus, sadly. Can't fly an Argus. Oh, and the Army of the Light thing is gone. Damn. Ooh. Only 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Fuck it. Alright. Which should we start with? Well, firstly we'll start with getting my armor repaired. You know, that is... this over here is actually depressing to me. Just, you know, people's dead pets. It just... oh god, that is depressing to me. You won't do. You won't do at all. You have failed me. Ugh, disgraceful.
Hello. See you around.
She only looks like she's done to sell because Stan has been just wanting what's good for you know, red powie. Let's change up our mounts. Mounts. This is only ground. I would figure so, but there's other mounts that look like they're only ground and they can fly. What would be a good mount? Where's my bronze? Oh, lost time is never found again. Oh, never mind. I found it. I got this back in a dungeon in Rattle Lich King. Is there anything over here? Just do want to check, because it's just like I got flying now. The secrets of the game are, you know, not safe from me. Eldari Redoubt. Yes, I doubt the Eldari plenty. Yes, and I'll redoubt them some more. He's so fucking distant. Couldn't hear him at all. Could hear his shit talking, but you know, that's it. Like, you know, faintly. But anyway, now that my gear is fixed, well, we'll ignore that. Let us go and phone just buzzed. Let us go and let us run thingamajiggy. Blackwing Lair. Then when we go to Flores, and also I do realize I accidentally sold the Got Milk book. That was an accident. I just forgot about it when I went to hit, you know, sell junk. But then when we go to Flores, we'll also swing down south to Angora Crater and do the other guy's quest. There's also Stormwind Embassy up here. This is a new thing for the allied races. Apparently there is a new leader of the Dark Spirit Trolls, but it seems a little he hasn't been it's not like, you know, with Anduin, he's clearly the King of Stormwind. This guy, he's at the Horde Embassy, and he is referred to as the leaders of the Horde. But I guess he hasn't been given the, you know, full trappings of one of the racial leaders. I'm not sure. The thing I was reading made it seem like it was really up in the air, but you know, that seems pretty concrete. I think I've shown this to you. Yeah, I showed that to you before. Remember, people were cybering in that cabin. It's very awkward to run in on. And here is a... don't know why she's just lying down. Random mountaineering squad that's just chilling here. Basically waiting for a dragon to turn up and fight them. Though, actually, given the level of the creatures here, actually, those creatures do scale. What are scale between 40 and 60? Yeah, they're a bit low level, even for the lowest level one. And I'll leave the Sunwing to someone actually at level. But yeah, everything here is like level 60. Yeah, level 60 to me. Because of the new scaling system. It was introduced a little bit back. I'm too used to trying to find molten core. Also, this guy can't be targeted. You can just fly right through him. And if I find fire pop. Wait. Oh, this is the where the boss is in the new raid. Not new raid, in the dungeon from what? This is where her arena is. This is it. Come in from over here. Ah, cool. It's always a nice touch finding that there. So anyway, yeah, I saw there's like a point if you flew up to it, you could just fly in and shortcut here, but seemingly if not. No, wait, that's the wrong point. This should be. This is it. Yeah, and yeah, I was right. I was just staring at the wrong part. Or wait, never mind. Invisible fucking walls. Oh, hi lads. Well, fuck that one mouse. Oh yeah, I got here and that fucked me over. Whoa. Maybe we'll run this cataclysm thing as well. Just so easy. Like I hit, you know, 202k in, you know, a single swing, you know? So it doesn't look like it would be that hard to do. Yeah, just keep aiming for the critters. That's what I want to kill, not the, you know, ass with the axe. There used to be a quartermaster here. He was flagged as a rare, but he was very bloody common. Part of me was figures maybe the rare status. Oh, here he is. Okay, he used to be common, but now he's flagged as with that. Well, it used to be you have the silver dragon thing. Now he's that. Wonder what quest sends him in here to kill him. Wait, I think that's actually into Blackwing Lair. I think that's what that's meant to be. But my inability to fly here prevents me from easily seeing it. Not Blackwing Lair, Ubers. I think that's where that's meant to be into, the Ubers. You used to be able to access Blackwing Lair via Ubers, but you can't anymore. You got to use this. The orb's markings match the brand on your hand. Place my hand on the orb. We're into Blackwing Lair. I don't know if you still have to do the attunement anymore. Makes sense if you did, but I'm not sure. So this can be soloed. It's a bit of a... It's not meant to be soloed, but it can be done. So, this is Razor Gore the Untamed. They are mind controlling this beastie. I can't remember the reasoning. There's no flavor here. And there wouldn't be any if I just brought up the dungeon journal. But yeah, they're mind controlling this beastie for some reason. What you're meant to do is get it to go around and destroy all the eggs. Every so often it'll break the control and to come to try and kill you. But once you've broken all the eggs, it'll permanently break control, then you fight the boss.
I need a target.
You'll pay for forcing me to do this. So it's got Fireball Volley, Cleave, a Calm Dragonkin, which lulls the young dragon nearby to sleep. No, not another one. I'll have your heads for this atrocity. You know, this is kind of cruel, to be honest, making it kill... Possibly it's young. Possibly, you know, just... You know, eggs it's come to care for, you know? Okay. Ah, that's where the difficulty comes. Ah, okay. So the difficulty comes from the fact that ads used to spawn. That ooh, shit, I did not mean to do that. The egg was already destroyed. I can tank those for ages. So that's where the difficulty comes from. The, ad spawning and whatnot. Okay, I completely forgot it. Just like this guy's not breaking much, I figured it would break more or whatever. But no. It's just pretty... I'm actually getting healed over there. That is hysterical. But, yeah, this is not that hard. Did I miss an egg? Because I thought they broke immediately once they, well, it broke immediately once I destroyed them all. If I fall into the abyss, I'll take all you mortals with me. Ah, I missed the two up here. I realized just as I killed them all. Oh, that was nice. Now we'll have to respawn. So I did kind of botch that encounter, but oh well. Then again, I wonder, would that be a fail if I Divine Shielded at the right time? Probably. I managed to glitch out the artist fight doing that, but yeah. Sorry, that's a lot louder than I ever intended. Also, I need to go do mythic dungeons. Oh, I hate them. You know what happened before? Just burnt me the hell out on those. Ah, there we go. Hey, lads. I couldn't actually control it. Destroy egg, destroys nearby egg. So yeah, you gotta make sure it destroys all the eggs. Then you can kill it with no issue. Fools! These eggs are more precious than you know. Maybe that's why we're destroying them. Ever think of that? Oh. But yeah, I can just easily tank a whole host of these guys. It's not an issue in the slightest.